How did you, boys? Okay, that's the dumbest intro I've ever said in my life. Regardless, how is everyone doing? It is Nick, and today we're doing a little bit of a collab. Again, this time we have my boy Whisper, who is the guest on the channel for the first time, so go ahead and introduce yourself, man, before we get on the topic of today's video.
Hey, I'm Whisper, and I do funny, silly internet things. I kinda like what Nick does, but not really, but kinda.
Would you just decide?
Guys, he's the king of cage shitpost, in my opinion. Just saying.
Oh yes.
Anyway, man. So today we're gonna be talking about how many cage games do we have left, and this is a topic which, at this point, a lot of people are wondering about. I think, and a lot of people are really divided on this. Let's go ahead and start with the basic stuff, because we know that Missing Link and Cage 4 are not really around the corner, but Missing Link is gonna come out this year, and then Cage 4 in probably the next 2 to 3 years, maybe. That's what my prediction is. But what do you think about this?
I'd say pretty much the same. I think at the earliest we're probably gonna get Cage 4 in like 2026 at the very earliest, like earliest possible time, because they have to let Missing Link air out since it is a key part in the story.
Yeah, people seem to like expect Cage 4 to be a thing in like already like 2025, which I think is just way too early, because you gotta remember Missing Link is apparently gonna come out this year somewhere in the late spring, early summer, which if they put out Cage 3 the next year already, that would just be way too early, and people wouldn't even like be able to completely experience Missing Link as a game to then lead us into Cage 4, which is probably, I'm gonna go out on a stretch a little bit here and say that Square probably revealed Cage 4 a bit too early, at least in my opinion. I think they revealed it in 2022, and I think it was a bit too early for them to reveal it. That's kind of how they did with Cage 3 too.
Yeah, honestly, like I'd say the same, because revealing Cage 4 before Missing Link, or not before Missing Link, but at the same time as Missing Link, since it's like a numbered title, people obviously are prioritize that on their like excitement factor. So like Kingdom Hearts fans are gonna look at that and think that well, we must be getting both of them soon, right? But like in reality, it is a full-fledged game, and Missing Link is gonna be have to be worked on full time, and also, like I said, have to let it air out.
Yeah, dude.
I do think that this time around, honestly, there's probably not gonna be as many side game, like non-numbered titles as there was in the first saga. So
Yeah, I think we could expect, in my opinion, after Missing Link, we'll probably get Cage 4. Maybe
yeah.
not, maybe another spin-off in between, but I think we could be looking at Missing Link, then Cage 4, and then maybe like 3 or like 4 spin-offs between Cage 4 and Cage 5. What do you think?
How I've been seeing it is kind of, how I've been looking at it is kind of like in general, for story writing, like 3 tends to be a very good way to split up a story. And like I feel like 3 more numbered games would do the series really well. And like I said, I don't think there's really going to be as many spin-off titles. So like I'm thinking there might be around like really only like 2 other spin-off titles other than Missing Link, maybe in between 5 and 6 and 4 and 5, just because like I just really feel like they're probably gonna jam pack as much lore into those 3 games from my point of view.
Yeah, I don't know, like between 4 and 5, I guess we could expect like 1 to 2 maybe spin-offs, and then kind of same goes for like 5 and 6. kind of deal, because again, like you said, neither do I really think that it's gonna be as many spin-offs as you had between 1 and 2, and then 2 and 3, because between 1 and 2 we had Reach Into Memories, we had 315 over 2 days, and then after Cage 2 we had Birth by Sleep, Recode, and Dream Drop Distance, and so on. So I don't think it's gonna be nearly as many spin-offs as it was between 2 and 3.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, of course, this is all speculation. We have no idea what's actually going to happen. But now the big question of the video comes in. What do you think if, like, Cage 6 is supposedly could be the end of the Lost Master arc? What do you think is going to happen after that?
To be completely honest with you, I think that Nomura would like to end the series after the Lost Masters saga, but I really do think that they are going to try and milk more out of the series. Unfortunately, they're gonna want to still milk it for all it has, even though the story would be at a good stopping point.
Yeah, if that actually happens, like you said, that actually suck. But like, when it comes to the mainline story, like you said, I think a Cage 6 like game with, of course, a few spin-offs here and there, Cage 5 and then Cage 6 would, in my opinion, if not the be-all end-all finale of the series as a whole, it would at least have to be, in my opinion, the end of the Lost Master arc, and then probably, maybe, just maybe going into a new saga, but who knows, dude, that's so far away.
Yeah.
That's just way too hard to speculate about that. Even the stuff we did speculate about in this video is a little bit far-fetched, you know, but like, who knows, in all honesty, man. Who knows where things will go. I really don't want to see Cage go through like this, like, dark times where it just gets milked and just completely destroyed, in my opinion. But it's kind of, I don't know, it's sad, really, if it goes down that road.
Yeah, and I mean, like, don't get me wrong, like, I really wouldn't want to see that happen either, but to be honest with you, it's probably like a 60-40 chance that it does happen, just because it's happening. Like, you wouldn't expect it from, like, not saying that it's a small series, because it definitely has a very large following, but as its following sort of, like, a little, like, kinda dwindles off with, like, just because of the fact that the first games of the series are older, and so you're not really getting as many new fans. Like, I'm not saying they don't exist, I'm saying, like, it's just, like, not as,
it's not as peak anymore, you know.
Right. So I feel like that's just gonna, like, it's just gonna be older fans by the end of it, and honestly, like, that might end up happening. Like, that might they might try to milk it with the younger audience and try to get all they can, if that makes sense.
Yeah, man, I completely get it. Even though I don't want that to happen, in my opinion, if it comes down to, like, these two sort of scenarios, I would, in all honesty, just want to have things end with Cage 6 and just have what we have, you know?
Yeah.
And again, who knows what'll happen by that point. I mean, but yeah, I really don't want to see it go down that sad road. Even though, like you said, it's a 60-40 chance pretty much that it will. I still don't want to see it yet. I still don't want to see it, you know?
Yeah. And, like, yeah, best case scenario, like, it gets a good ending. Like, I know something that happens with me particularly is I'll love a series of really anything, like a show, an anime, or like a game, and, like, I won't want it to end, but in reality, like, if it has a good ending, like, it should end. Like,
Yeah.
Trying to get a series to continue on for too long can, like, ruin it. So
I still think the Lost Masters arc is going to be a great story, a great collection of games to play, and I'm actually looking forward to it. I'm sort of optimistic, at least for the Lost Masters arc, so yeah.
yeah, I would say so as well. I'm really excited to see where things go, and Quadratum could bring a new, like, somewhat darker tone to the game, and maybe bring us down to earth a little bit more with Sora, because Nomura has stated that, like, we may see a little bit more of his day-to-day, which is nice, you know, to have a little bit more.
That'd be cool to see, you know, kind of when you said day to day, it instantly just reminds me of the raw access prologue in Cage 2. Just
Yeah.
instantly, dude.
Yeah, it apparently like I watched in another video where they were talking about it, but Nomura has apparently stated that like we're gonna see more of his day-to-day life in that room that we saw in the trailer where he wakes up, and that's where he's gonna be doing like some maybe like daily activities and stuff like that, and we're gonna get to see like how his basically, yeah, just how his day goes, like going to visit worlds and doing stuff, and we're gonna get a little bit more insight into Sora as a character, I think.
You know, some people might be put off by this, but I'm actually, because I never heard about this. I just heard about this from you right now, and I'm actually excited to see that. It's a different take. It's a little bit new. It's a little bit refreshing, and I actually am looking forward to seeing how they do it, how they pull it off. And if done right, I think that could be an awesome opportunity to provide some character development for the main guy, you know? And I'm sorry we all went a little bit like all over the place with this video, but you know, we got carried away and whatnot. But if you have anything else to add, feel free, man. But I'm pretty much done.
I would like to add something like right before we
Close out,
end it off. Just something I really don't hope to see going forward is this is just kind of random, but I was thinking about it, and I really don't hope to see the DLC Keyblades that I know there wasn't many, but like the ones that were in the PlayStation Store for Kingdom Hearts 3. I don't know if you
I haven't checked them out at all, in all honesty. I haven't even checked them out.
Yeah, so it just kind of puts me off, just because I don't like the fact that there's Keyblades that you can
They're behind a
obtain
paywall, essentially.
Yeah, I think so. I may be going crazy, but I'm pretty positive I saw Keyblades on the PlayStation Store during the time that I had my PlayStation. But
because I didn't even see those. I didn't even check those out. So that's all I knew, dude. Anyway, but yeah, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it for this little sort of discussion video about the future of Kingdom Hearts and where we think it could be going. Now, of course, you guys leave your opinions and thoughts in the comments down below. Get a discussion going in the comments, as I always love to read those. And before I go, thanks to Whisper for joining me on this video today. And go ahead and check out his stuff. He does some amazing live streams as well as videos. So I'm going to leave you guys his channel in the description down below. And until the next video stream, thank you so much for watching, and bye-bye!